EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And right away, he lost the football. 5 yards on the game's first play. 2nd down.
To Devontae Freeman.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
He's taken down.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. And Eifert has it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Complete to Tyler Eifert.
That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
First down, Jacksonville.
So that'll back him up 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right, and that is incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They run, Devontae Freeman. And this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the 2nd straight play. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And it's 3rd down.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Out of the gun is Minshew. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. picked off by Garyon Conley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Watson. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense over-committing. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
$13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
Check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you to school.
Here's Watson. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 32-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Lindsey. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs.
Brought him down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown.
Touchdown.
Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Texans 7. Jaguars nothing. Tucker McCann set to kick.
McCann's got it teed up. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They lost 4 there, and it's third down.
22-yard line.
Minshew throwing on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now. Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
6-yard line.
Watson on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On first down, it's Watson. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. K'Lavon Chaisson able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On second down now. It's Lindsay. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be third down now with still a long way to go to get to the first down marker. Out of the gun, Watson. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. Fourth down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A 48-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Eluding the pressure right, and this will be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Again, Minshew looking to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
It'll be Minshew again. Over the middle, complete. It's Freeman. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. Now Minshew. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
37-yard line.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Watson. On the crossing route, complete. That's Fuller. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
47's the mark, boy. 47. Check, 47. Exit. 47 mark. 47 mark. Mark 47. Oh, here we go. Oh. 47's the mic.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. K'Lavon Chaisson, his 2nd sack of the night.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Watch a slap. Hey, check Mike 47. You got to get the ball.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the third.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number 1.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Say. No.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Tackle made.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
47's the mic.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 78 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I talked with one of the better defense coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? He said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On second down, Freeman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
10-yard loss.
The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. Flushed out right. Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
After the interception, here's Watson. Wide open receiver complete. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one, 51 yards. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Jaguars, nothing.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Watch the whip. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check. Check. Give me 5. Check hot route.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Philip Lindsay, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead will grow by one more.
Makes the score Texans 26, Jaguars nothing. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 25. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score Texans 33, Jaguars nothing. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. It does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one. They'll contain him to just 4, second down. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
24.
He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
To DJ
Minshew and Chark on the hook up there. First down, Jacksonville.
First down, Jacksonville.
Here we go. Set. 60 outlaw. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Hey, the orbit.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Gain of 14.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throw left side complete. That's Freeman.
Complete to Devontae.
No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Minshew sets to throw, escaping the pressure right. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 39 yards there, a big one. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Throwing again on 2nd down. Minshew eluding the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
His kick is good.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame him for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame him one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambo to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
I got you. 47's the mic, boys. 47. Check, 47. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. 154.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson on the crossing route, complete. That's Fuller. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
He's brought
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm scared.
And Watson's going to throw it here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Watch the screen. 954. 47.
Throwing again is Watson. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. Let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them in just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity.
They don't know my name. I'll get through the pain. Stay sweet on my face like it.